All right, on this edition of By the Numbers, we're looking at U.S. drought. Who's in, who's out, and what's been the biggest impact so far this year? I want to start with an interesting stat, and this coming from NOAA. So looking back at January of this year, remember, we entered the year in a lot of locations already in a drought from the end of 2024. We don't reset or lose drought condition just because we start over the calendar year. And we actually had the 6th driest January of record. That, again, according to NOAA. So several areas, of course, starting the year dry. Let's start with Alabama. 62% of the state is in some level of drought. It's the bad news. Here's the good news. 55% is that D0 category, meaning we have a good soaking rain and we're good to go. Only 7% is in that D1 category, which is a moderate drought. Obviously, the more impacted areas are out in the desert Southwest, places like Las Vegas, Phoenix, El Paso, San Antonio, in that extreme to exceptional drought. Also parts of the Rocky Mountains, including Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, Nebraska, parts of South Dakota as well, all in that extreme drought category. And looking at the numbers, 67% of the country is in some form of drought. Estimated population impacted about 142,000. And this time last year, only about 47% of the country was in a drought. The good news about stuff like this, we're approaching spring. And for much of the country, late May into June can be some of the wettest times of the year. And hopefully that can provide some relief. In the short term, not a ton of relief for the upper plains, the Ohio Valley, New England, pretty dry, trace amounts over the next 7 days. The higher rain spots will be across California, as well as the southeast Florida Peninsula over the next 7 days. The CPC releases these outlooks to show potential or probabilities of above average rainfall over the next couple of weeks. This actually through the first day of spring. Wet in the eastern half of the country, dry for parts of Oklahoma, and above average rain chances for the Pacific Northwest. That's your By the Numbers droughts in 2025.